And we're live.
And we are live. Hi guys,
Hello.
I'm back again.
Welcome to the channel. Of course, I'm your host Spivey, and with me again is
The lovely Black Fairy, because that's who I is.
This is actually her first video on this channel. You want to go and check out the No Kids Allowed channel if you are an adult and want to see all of the shenanigans we have been up to today.
I'm so glad you said that this is the other challenge.
The
Other channel. Yeah, because
Mhm.
it's going to be a challenge for me to moderate what I say. But yeah, I will definitely do so now that we are in the general public. So, hi guys, I am the Black Fairy, and I'm here with you today to give you guys some anime recommendations.
She's been censored so much just now.
So censored. I'm going to start off with a quick back history for me. For me, I started
Well, we haven't told them the subject yet.
I said we give an anime recommendations.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
See
I was
how
laughing in my head.
Yeah, that's why he's not. So, if you didn't hear it, we are given anime recommendations. So, to speak on how that I am qualified to even give you guys recommendations, I have been following. How old am I again? Okay, so I have been following. We're not gonna talk about it. I have been watching anime for at least a good part of maybe 15 years now. My first conscious anime was Inuyasha. And I'm talking about when it first premiered on Adult Swim many years ago. And I didn't even realize essentially what I was watching until much later down the fandom.
Boy.
Yes, pretty much. And can I just say, Inuyasha, you could do so much better. Kagome sucks. Kikyo sucks. You could have done so much better. You might as well have smashed Sango, and you probably would have made a better life for yourself. But you know what?
Inuyasha sucks as a whole.
Stop! I will never go there and say that because Shishamaru was my first husband. All right, my first husbando. Okay, that was my first man. So now it is now 2020. I'm going to give you a few recommendations of some recent. I'm not going to say new animes because some of the ones that are on my list have been out for a few years. But I'm definitely going to give you some that I think are worth watching. And especially with this quarantine going on, they're definitely something that you could watch and get your mind off of all the craziness that's going on outside of your house, at least while we still have internet.
Before we begin that, if you are not an anime fan, what are you doing with your life? Get on some anime.
Get your life together. I mean, if you're not and you're into more like, he'll say K-dramas, which is Korean dramas, but I'll just say Asian dramas in general because I like them all. Then you could definitely continue to watch this channel.
I've seen some Taiwanese dramas. I'm just like...
They're still funny or really good. I don't care what he says. Asian dramas are the shit, okay? So I will definitely have another episode where I'm going to give you guys some recommendations on some Asian dramas. Asian dramas, whether it be K-dramas, T-dramas, J-dramas, whatever it is, I'll give you something that you guys would probably like for this quarantine era.
K-dramas, in my opinion, were the crown. They are the king.
They're great, but there are others that you should obviously watch. And if you're just into foreign films as well, I got some Indian movies for you guys too, okay? So, yes, we'll get to that soon enough.
You gonna dance?
I look, them Bollywood movies are the shit. Yo, I don't care what y'all say when they break out in those synchronized dancing moves. I'll be like, damn, I wish I was just
Bollywood
Indian.
can be entertaining.
Very entertaining, okay?
And some of those women are so beautiful.
They are absolutely beautiful. But I think it's funny. I'll just say this about Indian movies. I think it's funny how you look at the standard of beauty among the different races is very entertaining to me because it's very...
Wait, you're falling away from anime.
I won't, but it's just my one statement. It's very Americanized in a way to say. That's all I would say to it. So I'll leave that for the next video that I possibly do with this channel if they'll have me back if we don't get kicked off YouTube. Yay! All right.
She tried to get us kicked off, I'm pretty sure.
Just a little bit.
If you go back and watch those videos, you're like, oh yeah, they kicking y'all off.
Just a little bit.
All right, so anime. This is based off of her choices for what you should check out.
All right.
Would you say this is for new anime people or experienced anime people?
These are going to be for the new anime peoples. None of the ones that I've picked have except for one, has a huge, Jesus Lord, it has a long history that has been there for over 10 years. I might as well start with this one.
That's the one at the bottom there?
No, that's the one at the very top. But you're right, that other one is there too. So I guess I might as well start off with this.
I missed that one. I see it now.
The one on my list is called One Piece. All right, I'm going to give it...
Yayo.
That's the 4Kids opening, and I don't care what nobody says. I enjoyed the opening entrance because I can still remember the damn lyrics. I mean, it was shit. It was a bullshit English adaptation that they tried to do, but it still was allowed to bring it to people that didn't know of this series. So I love One Piece.
It's a show about
pirates
that can't swim.
It's one of them can't swim, okay? But he's
None
gonna
of
be
them.
Shut up. He's gonna be the pirate king,
None
okay?
of them.
That's what Luffy's about to do.
None of them.
I don't.
Ain't none of them can swim.
I'm not gonna push it down your throat because I will be honest with you. I will be honest with you.
How you can't swim?
But he got the power. Okay, so One Piece circles around a world where people are able to gain abilities by eating a fruit. A devil fruit is what they call it. And so once they eat these fruits, though, they get amazing abilities. The main character, he gets the ability of rubber. Right, so his body is made out of rubber. And you have to think, the gum fruit. You have to think, what the fuck can you do with rubber? He manages to make some shit happen, all right? They have other powers.
We're going to skip away from that terrible,
Silence,
long-ass
right?
show.
Which is no.
Hold on, they're supposed to be on a treasure hunt, essentially. I watched damn near 200 episodes before they ever get to the place that they're supposed to be treasure hunting. Like, what the hell's going on here? Like... And they hadn't even started, really. They like,
You're absolutely right.
We're at the front gates to start the treasure. Hold on,
right.
Pam. I done watched 200 episodes. I'm tired.
And we are definitely closing in on nearly 1,000 episodes.
See,
on this
I don't have 5 years to
during
catch
this
up.
quarantine season, this is the wonderful time.
You still would not be done
to
with
start. What I will say, there are definitely, like Naruto, there's definitely episodes that you can.
Calm down. We're with you.
Too late.
She's
There's
too
definitely
passionate
episodes that you can
with
skip
shitty
over.
Anime, like One Piece.
You see,
I'm an anime snob.
Clearly an anime snob. I didn't realize that before we started this video because
please believe.
Promise you, I would flip this whole goddamn table over right about now.
Because if you had a mech on that list, I'd have been like, no, we can't.
If I had what on this list?
A mech.
Oh no, I'm not into mechas. No, I'm not going to high five you on that. It's just because I haven't found one that's done for me.
There's none.
I'm not gonna high five you because there's some mechas out there that actually.
You already said you don't like mechs.
I'm not a fan of. No.
So,
right. There are some out there. I can't name them except for Gundam. G Gundam.
Nope.
That's the only one because Domon is my name.
So let's go with your next
One Piece. If you have time during this quarantine, enjoy it. You will like it. I'm sorry. I've been invested in it since 2005.
It took me 4 years to get through episode 1.
Shut up. I've been invested in it since 2005.
Episode 1. I kept stopping. Like, no.
I hate you.
I can't do it.
All right. Next up, if we want to talk about an anime that has been there for many, many years, I'm going to actually mention JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hold it. Yes. I have noticed in recent years, maybe the last 2 to 3 years, it has grown in popularity, and I think that's because they just dropped the 5th season. But
he said, "Please explain to this kid about One Piece. It's all about the journey, not the destination."
Thank you. All right, so I'm reading the comments, and we have a awesome person down here who clearly says that he enjoyed One Piece, including the 4Kids opening, because One Piece is the shit. I don't care what nobody says. All right? Yes. You're absolutely right.
Stop.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Stay with your list here. We're not going with that bull that he talking about.
All right. Read the comment section if you guys get a chance. All right. So, what was the second one I was just talking about?
You did JoJo.
Yes, I was talking about JoJo. And so, in recent years, JoJo has become very, very popular. And
I don't know why.
Stop it. I will say this. JoJo originally came out many, many years ago, was a very old anime, but I guess it didn't get the fan base that it needed. So they brought it back in recent years, revamped the whole animation, exact same storyline, honestly, it's the exact same wording as the original, and they just ran with it. And it has become absolutely fantastic. And so I was like, what is this hype? Why does everybody love JoJo? I'm going to go ahead and watch this shit. I watched the first season, fell in love. The second season, fell in love. Third season, they changed the animation. animation. Shut up.
Hold on.
Right? They
Hold
changed
on.
the animation on me in the 3rd season.
Pause.
Go ahead.
If you stop and think about it, I can't tell if JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is based on the story of Zelda. Keep coming back. Reincarnated type situation. The same damn
No,
enemy,
it's
essentially.
not.
Look here, essentially.
But you saying reincarnated.
Essentially.
He never
Family
gets...
line.
Okay, family line.
So, it's still JoJo.
Okay, so
this is Zelda.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure starts off with Joseph
You're not going to
Joestar.
have time for all the rest.
I'm going to say everybody, so then stop interrupting me. So, Joseph's Joestar, all right? Then it moves on to Jonathan Joestar. Then it moves on to something else Joestar. Then Jotaro Joestar. So, you have a family
Wait, what's
of...
the name again?
Jotaro. No, that's me. I said that right. Right. So you had the family of Joestars, essentially, that continue down, and that's why they're all Joestars. But they're all, because they're...
enjoys the mangas.
I will get that into one day. But essentially, everybody in the family starts off with a Joe something. So Jonathan, Joseph, Geraldo, whatever it
If
is.
you want to watch another long show...
It's not that long. It is not, because you can watch a whole season and it concludes at the end of the season. Season 3 is when they start off with a whole new set of characters or whatnot. They change the animation, but it's still great. There's 5 seasons out currently, and there's talk of a 6th season coming out.
Apparently,
and I'm excited.
JoJo came out before the manga. At least came out before Zelda.
Thank
so
you.
Zelda may be based off of it,
Charles.
according to a former member of the FAMU Anime Club. Yeah, all them good days.
Alright, so moving on to the next anime. An anime I feel that has been getting a lot of shit on. Honestly, people have been shitting on this anime. And it's only within the last few episodes, maybe the last 10 episodes, that people are like, oh my god, this shit is so amazing. Black Clover.
Who shit on Black Clover?
People have been shitting on Black Clover. And they should not have been.
Black Clover been the beast from the beginning. If you got a problem with a Black Clover, come see me.
Right. You don't catch these goddamn hands, man, you know. This anti-magic right here. And so I feel like it's not fair. I think people should really give Black Clover a shot. They're just complaining that, oh, it's just Naruto all over again because the main character... That's what people have been saying on the forums, all right? A lot of people saying that, oh, it's just Naruto, you know, redone or whatnot. Because essentially, Naruto started off where he didn't have control of his chakra, and was pretty much bottom of the barrel, which is honestly the same as My Hero Academia, where he didn't have a quirk, so he started bottom of the barrel. Then you have in Black Clover, which the entire world, everybody has some type of magic ability, where you have the main character, his name is Asta, where he can't do nothing because he can't control magic, but he wants to be the Wizard King. And somehow, I believe that he will accomplish it by the end of this series, okay? So that's Black Clover. Stop shitting on it. Give the shit a chance. I tell you, Black Clover is good. All right? Moving on to the next one. Rise of the Shield Hero. Have you given that a chance yet?
I've watched it. Like a little shield. I want to protect people.
Shut up. That is not how he feels, okay? The main character, Naofumi, is brought into this random, you know, digital world that he's like, well, what the hell was going on? So apparently they summoned 4 people who were supposed to be the heroes of the world. You got the bow hero, who's Aaron Bow, the sword hero, the spear hero.
She tricked
yeah,
them.
she bullshitted him. And then the last one is the shield hero, right? But for some reason, everybody in this world looks down on the shield hero. He doesn't know why, and nobody wants to tell him. He's literally in this world for all of 48 hours, and then people shit on him. People fuck up his whole world. Like, I mean, they label him of all types of stuff. Black Clover is average, but I can live with that. Okay. So I'm not going to be upset. All right? So, anyway, with Rise of the Shield Hero, I mean, they shit on him. They give him all types of dirtiness.
They tried to ban him.
They tried to
knock his payment, his money.
They didn't give him no money to do what he needs to do or whatever. But it's okay, though, because now Fumi shits on all the motherfuckers and becomes the best goddamn hero that he could possibly be. So, fuck Spear Hero, especially, all right? Fuck Sword Hero and fuck the Bow Hero. So, Rise of the Shield Hero, it is also in English for those people who are, you know, dub versus subs, whatever. It's there, and I find it really good. The 2nd season should actually be coming out this year. So, if you guys get a chance, Rise of the Shield Hero. The next one that I want to bring up is forgive me if I don't remember the whole name, but it's the time I was reincarnated as a slime. All right.
That was good.
That is a very good series.
Classically good too.
It is actually classically, especially when he has his moment where he meets the elves for the first time.
Wow, you can't even say the words.
I can't say the words anymore. When he meets the elves for the first time, and he's just like, "Oh, elves! I love elves." And I'm like, this motherfucking pervert. And
I like when he was in slime in the gnomes area, and he's in everybody's lap. Like, yeah,
he was like, "Oh, this is life. This is
life."
Yeah. Because he, in his first life, he's like a 40-year-old, businessman in Japan, and randomly gets shanked and killed. This is first episode, first 5 minutes in, so I'm not ruining shit. And he reincarnates in this whole new world as a slime. Essentially, a slime ain't supposed to do shit, but because he's smart enough to be a business manager in the real world, he knows how to handle shit. All right. So that's a really
really, really, really good anime.
It is good. It's very, very good, and they're bringing out the second season, I believe, this year as well.
I don't know why they waited.
They should not have waited.
They waited way too long.
Right. So I'm bringing out two that actually came out last year. I'm going to bring up Dr. Stone and Demon Slayer. I don't care what you say, Dr. Stone is great. All right?
Dr. Stone is slow. It's predictable. I mean, it's something to watch, like, if you're bored and you want a decent show to watch. Like, it's not bad. It's just not good. He enjoyed the manga for Slime more. The anime. See, look, first off, Charles, let me help you out. Charles, I'm going to keep going with Charles, because, like, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. So you got the Charles. Charles.
Excuse me. Come on, Charles.
First, you keep in mind, we're talking anime. You keep bringing up manga every other sentence. Anime.
Nothing wrong with manga readers. I love to read before I like to watch, but I've just been lazy lately, so it is what it is.
He said slime's very good, though.
Slime is very good. There you go, see?
Yeah, but Charles, beat your ass. Look, you're like, get your ass. Ah! Yeah, okay. If you're too young to know about the Juggernaut, bitch.
You're too young for this channel.
Well, go back and watch it.
Go back and watch it.
And enjoy. But, yeah, no. Just remember, we're specifically anime.
Yes.
What else you got?
All right. So, Slime is really good. You should definitely give that one a chance. Some newer ones. So he said Dr. Stone. We were talking about Dr. Stone. I like Dr. Stone. He says it's slow. I enjoy it. It's a post-apocalyptic world. I mean, it might as well be the fucking COVID virus. Everybody gets hit by the COVID virus and turn to stone. Hence Dr. Stone. When some people start awakening, now you're like 3,000 years in the future and you're trying to figure out how to survive without civilization. Dr. Stone.
Like, hold on. So, you're getting chased by these boars. And the big thing that you like, I sense like this is strong, but it could be dangerous. I'm going to bring it back anyway.
I'm sorry. Have we not watched enough animes where they've had time to transform into whole nother beings in the time that the villain was standing there watching them the whole time? So if he just has a moment to run up on this dude and be like, oh shit, he could be strong enough to save us from these fucking whatever is about to kill us, I would rather pick the lesser two evils, which even though it might end up being the worst of the two evils. What does he say? I like stone manga and anime equally. So say there he is. He liked the stone manga and anime. So Dr. Stone. That's all I'm gonna say about Dr. Stone. Next up, we have Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer
is a beast. Get with it.
It is a beast. I fell in love with Demon Slayer because of the animation, honestly. The animation is beautiful.
There are a few moments I'm like, a little cringy.
Just a little bit.
90% of that show
is amazing, right? And so it's something new. Even if a lot of people say, from the forums that I've read, have been saying that the storyline is kind of redone. I don't give a damn, because as far as I'm concerned, Demon Slayer touches my heart, okay?
Wait. But you can get me now.
Thank you guys. All right. So I'm mad. I know what you're talking about. But Demon Slayer is really, really good. Essentially, you're in a world of demons, and you have people who slay them. Pretty by the book,
Understandable.
right? Until
Yeah.
we meet Michael Jackson later on in the series, and you will know who I'm talking about when you meet Michael Jackson.
I said
Okay,
the same thing.
exactly.
Like, why they really put
Everybody
Michael?
sees him, you're like, that's Michael Jackson. What the?
He got the fedora and
The
everything.
fedora. It was like,
Skin all white. Like, don't talk about me. I'm angry.
Right.
Don't talk
And
about
there's
me.
different breathing styles
Now
apparently.
I'm
So
about
when
to fuck you up because you talked about me. Beat their ass.
breathing styles, you will adore the series. It is very, very fucking awesome. I don't care what nobody says. I absolutely enjoyed it. I am so excited for the movie that is coming out
What else
this
you got?
year. Next up I have, let me see if I can get the right ones. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'll name this one. Haikyuu has been out for a few years.
That
it's
name sounds so
it's
familiar.
it's the volleyball anime.
Fuck no. I don't do sports anime.
I don't do sports animes, but this one for some
no
reason
free, no.
I watched Free. Them some pretty boys, yeah.
no-
Them some
no
really,
fr-
really pretty
What's
boys.
the skating one? Na, na, na,
Skating.
na, na,
Air
na,
Gear?
na, 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 na. Yuri on Ice. Nope.
Oh,
not
I
watching
love
that
me
either.
some Yuri on
The
Ice.
only reason I
Ooh.
even know that song is because my ex, she loved it and she was dancing to
I
it.
totally have both songs on my iPod that I play in the car. I have no
She
shame.
loved that show.
Right.
I don't get it.
We are born to make
Yeah, stop.
history.
Yep, stop. You can stop.
When I tell you I was in the gym on that treadmill, yeah, I'm born to make motherfucking history, bitch. Just saying. Yuri on Ice is the shit. I don't care what else says. Haikyuu, for those people who I'm not generally into sports animes, but
Wasn't
Haikyuu
that girls?
it was boys.
Oh,
Right. And
no care.
you just looking for some titties to bounce, huh?
No.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so Haikyuu is really good. They just dropped I think this is actually the 4th season that is dropping right now. So it's weekly updates. And I highly enjoy this one. I'm not into sports animes, but it's something about this group of boys that I really do enjoy. You know, I know a lot of people like, I don't want to watch that. It's too much gay shit. All this bromance that's going on. You don't feel the bromance like you did in like Free, the Iwatobi swim team, which I enjoyed watching the bromance. But it was good, all right? So,
What is that one?
Beastar?
That's the one where instead of people, it's animals.
Uh-huh.
So it's
right.
a little bestiality anime.
Let me see. No, I will never mention that sumo wrestling anime. Literally, only sports I can watch. I'm not listening to you. I will not watch that.
I know a few years ago, my frat brothers, he loved that one with the guy with the little shadow boxing.
Yeah. Hold on. Which one
Hajin
is
no
that?
Ippo.
Oh yeah, my boyfriend likes that one, and I'm just like, I can't
can't.
watch. He
Yeah,
was watching
right,
that and the
and
sumo and he was watching the sumo wrestling one. But I'm like, you can't be like this short and like really bulky and think you're a sumo wrestler. But you know what? Maybe those people are actually exist in real life. So I'm gonna keep my
The
mouth shut.
closest to these sports ones that I do is a blend of like sports and fighting. It's stuff like Food Wars.
Oh my god!
And there's another one where the guy he's like in love with trying to
Shokugeki no
teach
Soma.
or do bread. He's trying to bring bread
Pan,
to Japan.
something Japan.
He had
pan, whatever.
he had heated hands.
Yeah, his hands apparently were
my
magically
superpower gets hot. I'd make the bread
because he
rise
can make the
faster.
yeast, activate faster or whatever. And I was
And the
like,
other
wait.
guy had the jackhammer hands.
See what I'm saying? This is the bullshit they make in anime. Food.
And it was good.
I know.
was so good.
So those are the two recommendations. Shokugeki no Soma or Food Wars. What was the other one that we don't remember what it's called, but it's
Yeah.
something with bread, something Japan bread or pan.
He was
is-
like, in Japan, they always eat miso, but I'm trying to bring the glory of bread to
right,
Japan.
pretty flippin' much.
Yeah.
So another one. So that's Haikyuu. Haikyuu is volleyball. I promise you, even if you're not into sports animes, you
jump
would
to
like that one.
Beastar.
So no, I'm gonna jump to Land of the Lustrous next. Yes. So there's
you
another.
got like 3 minutes, so.
We gonna make it happen. So the next one I'm gonna mention is Land of the Lustrous. Land of the Lustrous is very, it's very, I don't want to say it's out there, but it's very different from what you would expect from an anime. It's more of a 3D actually anime, and no,
Like
stop.
computer graphic G3?
When you watch it though, it doesn't feel the same way. So Land of the Lustrous and Beastars, which I'm gonna mention next, is actually right on the same path. So Land of the Lustrous is really good because it follows.
Hey!
That's the bro. Yakitake Japan. That's what
there
it
you go.
was. Keep your
Good
hands-
calling.
Oh, okay, well, to keep your hands off, I need to watch that one then. Okay, so anyway, Land of the Lustrous. It follows a group of female humanoids who are actually gems. So yes, it sounds like Steven Universe. It's not, but they have different gems. So you have phospholites, you have diamond, you have the different grades of diamond, and they're fighting against these people that they call the Luminaires. These people coming from the moon that come to attack them. That their only basis is to attack them, destroy them, and take them back to create essentially weapons or jewelry out of them because they like the way they look.
And this is Beastar?
No, this is Land of the Lustrous.
Oh.
Right. Very, very entertaining series. I absolutely love it. It is in English if you want to watch it that way. I was curious about it because it just looked interesting, but once I actually got to reading, I fell in love with it. All right, so give it a shot. You'll actually really like it if you give it a shot.
What year is it?
I think when it came out maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago at max. But
Again,
it's really
like I
good.
said, I'm a anime snob. I can't go back to really old shows
You're
anymore.
gonna go back because I told you to, and it's only been...
No. 2 years is fine.
Yes,
but like
right.
you go back to stuff like
I'm not gonna give you anything
Ranma
that's...
1/2.
No, I'm not gonna tell you
stuff
that.
with that kind of
Which
animation.
isn't bad to go back and watch because
Ranma
I
1/2
watched
is
it.
worth going back
It was.
for.
It really was.
But other shows in that same time frame, I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Sorry, he asked if it wasn't Land of the Lustrous, isn't Crystal Gems the anime? It feels like it. It really does feel like it because a lot of those people show back.
I'm about to turn off in about 2 minutes.
Okay, all right. And then the last one I had to mention to you guys is Beastars. Beastars, it follows a world of humanoid animals. So they look like us with
Furries.
animal face. Yeah, pretty much it's
Yeah.
furries. But
Oh,
if you...
we're coming, it's still talking.
Yeah.
It's still they can hear us.
Okay.
They can't see us.
Okay. All right. So, Beastars follows a bunch of humanoid animals who essentially live in a regular world where you have carnivores versus herbivores. And then it gets a lot deeper than that. So they're actually, even though they're animals, it's kind of like, do you remember that book that we had to read back in grade school? What was it called? Animal Farm or something like that? Where it was animals living in a
pigs
humanoid
and-
world. Exactly. Where...
They talked and
But they were
remote.
talking about, what was it? I think it was like the health situation with the food market.
I never
Whatever it
finished-
was. So Beastars is kind of like that, where it's just humanoid animals who live in a society, and they deal with a lot of undertones like racism, classism. You're dealing with a lot of stuff like, are the carnivores better than the herbivores? The herbivores trying to take over, to keep the carnivores in their place and stuff like that. You have the black market. You have a lot of sexual undertones, but it's a coming of age story at the same time. Undertones. All right, but it's a coming of age story that is very, very intriguing, and I love it. And I feel like everybody just gives it a chance. I know it's already been greenlit for a second season, so I'm super excited because I have been reading the manga and it's really, really good.
He said Outlaw Star is a good
Outlaw
oldie.
Star is the shit. All right. The fuck? We about to cancel this channel?
I watched like 4 episodes of Outlaw Star, and that was pretty much good.
Whatever. All right, me
He
and
had
Aisha.
he had a red star.
Yeah, me and Aisha Clan go right back. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, and
That's
the
like
last
saying
one.
you like Bash or Stampede doing his thing on Trigun.
I mean, but there's nothing wrong with that. I like the episodes that I did.
Yeah.
I never went back and decided to watch the whole thing, but what I did catch, I enjoyed.
Well, since
But
we
I also
restarted the
loved
clock-
Cowboy Bebop.
Since we restarted the clock, we can talk more on anime without a big rush now.
Okay, so then the last one I mentioned is called Inspectre, kind of like Inspector, where I like it. For those of you who like supernatural animes that kind of focus on obviously supernatural, but also a little bit of detective work as well. Inspectre is really good. I think they're in maybe 10 episodes deep so far, which means I believe this will probably either be a 12 episode run. I doubt it'll be a 24 episode. If it does reach 24, I'm here for it anyway, but it'll be one season.
What's the point?
The whole point is this little girl, she disappears. 6 years old, I think she was at the time she disappears. And when she does reappear, apparently she's missing an eye and missing half her leg. All right. And everybody's like, what the fuck happened? Right. Nobody knows what happened to her.
This is an anime?
This is an anime, right? Come to find out, apparently, the spirits of the world, the Mononoke, the Akuma, whatever, they asked her to become their god of wisdom. And in because I'm not fully sure of Japanese culture, but apparently there's a in the culture believes if you're either missing one eye or you're missing one leg, it means you're closer to God. So they took her eye and they took her leg to make her closer to.
She's really close.
She what up, brother? Right. So anyway, so she lives a life. I mean, she's totally fine with it because essentially the Akuma and the Monokoke and the demons come to her to talk to her about their problems, or they'll even help her out in little things. So she's like, shit. Well, you know, if this is what I had to give up, it is what I had to give up.
Does she get money? Like, does she get paid?
She doesn't get paid monetarily. No one.
So where's the drama? Or
the drama shows up later words because there is something that she has to fight. So there is a villain of the series that shows up later on, and it's interesting how this villain is introduced to the series. But I'm currently watching it, and I do like it on my week-to-week basis, and it's actually really good. So those are my list of anime recommendations thus far. I feel like there was one more that I'm missing. What was that one called? Fire Force? I'm not even gonna try to say it in. Yeah, Fire Force.
Fire Force. It's called Fire Force.
The Spanish word. The Japanese name of it is way too long for me to even try to remember.
Watch him hit it in a minute. As soon as it loads.
Charles, what was the name of the Fire Force in Japanese? Which I'm not gonna try. Attack on Titan. If you've started it already, then you're in deep enough. Who the fuck knows when they're finally gonna come out with another season? But if you have time, I guess take this time and watch it.
Attack on Titan fell off for me.
It did.
At the episode where the upside down looking
spoiler.
Like, hey,
spoiler.
Hey. No, I'm not gonna get the spoiler like that. But
just
the upside down, like, hey, you know it's me, right?
Right. But I was like, and Kanye was like, hey, he looked like my mom, and I was just like, bitch, that probably is it. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. I was done. That was my last episode.
My whole hype point was when the Beast Titan showed up for the first fucking time, and that nigga could talk, and I was like, oh, who the fuck is he? Holy shit! Like I was really shocked. I was really surprised when that man showed up. But then after that, it was like hype, whoosh. And then I think it also has to do with the fact that they take too fucking long to come out with the next season. Like, if you're going to come out with the next season, give me the whole season. Don't just give me half a season and then go on hiatus like you think you Supernatural. No, I'm not dealing with this shit, okay? I'm already dealing with Supernatural bullshit in me. Sorry, this is the last season of Supernatural, and I just want to know what the fuck Chuck is about to do to us, okay? I need to know how Sam and Dean is about to handle this shit. Stop giving me these half, in the middle of the season breaks or whatnot.
So God came back? Because you just gave me a big spoiler there.
Did I?
You did.
You gonna find out. I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm like 5 seasons back.
You gonna find out.
Because after, well, that's a whole nother subject. We're gonna stick to anime.
Supernatural, man.
So I'm gonna go for anime. Most of your list is decent or doable.
Holy shit. This bitch.
But
he brought me on the show to say my shit is decent.
No. Your Demon Slayer, hell yeah. Your Beastar, maybe.
Stop. Beastars is the shit.
I haven't seen it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe.
I will say this about Beastars. If you're looking for a huge amount of action, you're not going to get it from Beastars. You're not. But it is storyline that you're in there for. Stick with it for the storyline. Enjoy it for the storyline.
I can't say
I'm not saying that out loud.
Bow tie.
Sorry, I'm drunk.
Bow tie. I've been drinking.
But stay with it for the storyline. I promise if you're there for the storyline, you'll enjoy the storyline. It's really, really good. And so I've been reading it actually, so I'm a lot further ahead than the anime. But I enjoy every fucking chapter that comes out because I'm like, damn, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen to the main character? His name is Legoshi. He's a gray wolf. And I'm just like, what's going to happen to him next? What's he going to do next? What is he going to get into?
You know anime I just could not, for the life of me, other than One Piece that I could not get into.
What?
I had to throw that little jab in.
Yeah,
Spice and Wolf.
Okay.
And Wolf Rain. Basically, I don't like wolf anime.
Damn.
Like, I can't think of a single wolf anime that was good.
It's kind of specious.
Name one wolf anime that was good.
Sound like a species. That's what
Wolf Rain was garbage.
I won't say that.
Spice and Wolf was... And I like economics, but Spice and Wolf is like, oh my God, just like I'm in class.
Honestly, I can't even tell you what the storyline behind Spice and Wolf was anymore.
Economics. It's your microeconomics or microeconomics class.
You're probably right. I liked it for what it was. I can't even tell you what it was about because it was so many years ago.
He's in season 9.5 on Supernatural.
See. Hurry up and catch up, Charles. We in season 15, man. This is the last season. This is 15 or 16, whatever it is. It's the last season. I'm gonna need you to know what the hell happening when I start dropping some spoilers.
We don't do spoilers.
I'm gonna do my best. I'll warn you ahead of time so you can close your ears, but just in case. All right.
I feel like Black.
If you've heard good things about it, it's on my list. it pretty much is. It pretty much is. I watch a lot.
I tell you, it's garbage.
Damn.
One Piece is garbage.
Fuck him.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, pretty much garbage. But at least watch it. So when people make references, you can be like, yeah, no, that's garbage.
Don't listen.
And
to
you got it. You see, my thing is this: when people say I don't like,
let me say something.
When people say I don't like anime, they say it without watching it.
With that bullshit you speaking.
That I play volleyball anime, garbage.
Bullshit.
And that's the only one
Bullshit.
I'm saying. I
cannot even play volleyball to save my goddamn life.
What they gonna hit it with, dude? Doing.
I promise you, for them, when they be talking about, just slide across the floor, bitch, I ain't about to slide across nothing. All right,
unless you rug burn you gonna have,
bruh. Unless you put some baby oil and a plastic bag down on the ground, I'm not getting on that floor for shit. So I understand what they talk about. Like the only other anime sports related that I've ever watched is you don't like Brian. Who's Brian?
You ain't right. You're not right. Okay. I was just talking to Grace about that yesterday.
The only reason I don't like... No, I shouldn't say I don't like. The only other sports anime I've ever watched is iShield 21. And I didn't watch it. I actually read it, and I enjoyed it so flippin' much that
football.
It was highly enjoyable for me. Because I don't know shit about sports. I grew up, watching / reading anime, manga, whatever. I stayed in my room. If anything, I was an artsy kid. I did a lot of drama growing up. I wasn't about sports, but iShield 21 did it for me. I don't know what it is about the characters or whatever, but I fell in love with them, and I stuck through it for the whole series.
There's only like 3 or 4 mangas I ever tried to even start, and Chobits. Was my shit. I love Chobits. The anime, I tried to read the manga. I borrowed it from my roommate, a guy named Reggie, and I destroyed it in the rain. It got wet, and I was like, I'll replace it.
No, you didn't.
I did not. I did not. But that was it. That's for the most part. That was my one big attempt to read manga.
This is me pulling up the zipper on our friendship real quick.
Don't give me your manga.
No, stay on that side. You ain't about to fuck my shit up.
Don't give me your manga. I don't want it. I'm not gonna read it.
Clearly. And
I want the anime. I want to hear
enjoyed
it, see
me
it,
some
move
Chobits. Let me be with you.
I got it in Japanese and in English. That's right.
All right, great. I think the only one I watched during that same season was Chrono Crusade. Did you watch that one?
What kind of anime is that?
It was, he was a demon, she was a nun.
And what did they use?
He fought and she gave up pieces of her life.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but it sounds like a mech type.
No, it was not a mech type. Not at all. I cried like a mother in the last 2 to 3 episodes. My feelings were so hurt. I'm sorry. I get emotionally invested in my character. So when it comes to a point that something big is going to happen, or I cry, and I am happy to cry for it.
Well, hold on. So let me ask you this. Top 3 animes that made you cry.
Oh, you trying to ask me off the top of my...
Naruto brought a tear. Hold on. Because I binge watch. I watch seasons and seasons all in a sitting. So for me, the very same day that Chakra Blades died, so did the Pervy died. So that together at the same time, like within the same hour, I was like...
I get it. Maybe if I binged it, I probably would have shed a tear. But because I always had to wait for the update, I didn't get a chance to let it register as deeply as it should have. So I can see that. I didn't cry during Naruto. I really didn't. I definitely had my moments where I had to walk away from my computer and take a walk around the block, take a few laps. Yes, I take laps.
On which one?
Definitely during that pain stage. Right, that pain was doing a lot of shit to a lot of people. Man, when I thought my girl was about to go, when she just finally confessed, I was like, no! I was ready to go to fucking Japan and find the fucking Arthur and whoop her goddamn ass. All right. Or he, whoever the fuck he is. But I was P.O. to the goddamn max. For that reason, I still have not actually watched Boruto other than like the first 6 episodes.
First off, I didn't even want to finish Naruto.
I really didn't.
The desire was gone. For me, the problem with Naruto, which is one of those old big 3, was it was bullshit. Sasuke kept getting kidnapped every other fucking week.
Can I just say fuck Sasuke?
Like, Sasuke, do you want to be here? You're kidnapped so often. You're supposed to be one of the best little young fighters, but you're kidnapped every time.
Who else did he get kidnapped by? I thought he only got kidnapped by I know how to say his name now, but for old,
He said, "Wow." Look at
just for remembrance sake, I used to call him Ochimama Mamadou. I can pronounce it now.
Oshimaru?
But back in the day, it was Ochimama Mamadou, and he was like, wait, who are you talking about? The snake bitch.
Wow. Anywho.
It wasn't even a kidnapping, because that nigga got back in the fucking box and was like, hey, take
I
me
want
with
to go.
you.
Yeah, he like, I'm going to let y'all fight for like 3 days. And then, I'm going to go ahead and go with them. I'm catch up with y'all again. Like, come on, my guy. We're going to go and rescue Sasuke this week, and then we're going to schedule it again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Right.
Try to rescue again.
We're going to try this again.
That's good for y'all? Okay. Like, come on,
Sasuke
man.
pissed me off. I was kind of over Sasuke by the time he left the Leaf Village, honestly.
I hear that the chick that he told was ugly, he ends up marrying. Like, how you...
I saw a meme somewhere. It said, Naruto, who was the lame of the village, plus Hinata, who essentially was overlooked the entire time, end up having a child who by the age of like 3 or 5 unlocks the Byakugan, right? Bet. Sasuke marries, the lame of the village, who we consider were the lame, not the village.
She's a fist type.
Right. End up having an Uchiha with glasses. How the fuck did that happen?
But so yeah, Naruto for me, it's again that's one of those. It's okay to watch. I would never get infested. And you need, in order to watch, like if you've never watched Naruto, you need to go online and find a wiki that tells you what episodes to skip.
Because there are a lot of fillers.
And skip them.
It's unnecessary.
Skip the shit out of them. Don't even look back.
Right. I didn't get to enjoy I'm going to give it a little bit of spoilers, but I'm going to be very careful. I didn't get to enjoy the ending of Naruto as well as I wanted to, because for me, I
never got there.
See? I started Naruto, I want to say in like 2005. It was right when I started middle school. And,
God, you're young.
Yes, but God, you're old as shit, aren't you? Anyway, so, come for me, nigga. Alright, so, I didn't get to enjoy it. I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, because I felt like, because I was reading the manga, it was updating week to week to week. And then the story changed in a weird way at the end, which obviously you don't know yet, but it went from one villain to a whole new villain that nobody knew the fuck about. So, for me, I kind of felt unsatisfied with that ending. That's where I'm gonna leave it. So, I didn't like the way it ended. So hopefully with Boruto, the second coming of Naruto, essentially, maybe it might do something a little bit better.
And I'm gonna say one last thing for Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if they knew what time period they wanted to be in. At sometimes they're in like ancient times and they have like almost no tech. And then at the other times, oh yeah, the electricity in the city is going down, and call somebody on the phone to come fix it. Like, wait a minute.
When did you get wait the hell, hold the fuck. It was highly confusing.
Yeah, like
it was highly confusing.
Y'all are running through the fucking forest, no streets having asses, arms behind you, but then you gotta
want to be part of that Area 51 crew just so I can run like that.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Just to say I did it. Alright. So anyways.
Naruto ending was rushed because the author has wrist problems and needed to rush names.
I believe that. I'm with it. Right.
So, okay, well, hold on. Another show that...
Bleach!
That didn't bring no tears.
It did not bring tears. That's the question you asked.
Yeah,
Just saying,
tears.
though, Bleach is coming back, and they're going to finally finish off the rest of the manga series as an anime.
Bleach.
I'm
love Bleach. I was
flippin'
gung ho
excited.
for Bleach when it first started. I fell off on Bleach in Wickelmundo, Hunchmundo, whatever the fuck you want to call it. When he's fighting the Zero Man, the Hole Maker, and then all of a sudden we're in a whole nother arc in the middle of the fight, and then we come back and it's complete. I even sat through this bullshit in the middle of the fight. Okay, now we're over here in Sunday school. Like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
When did you have a flashback in the middle? But you know what?
And
That's
it's
what they
completely
do.
different. And then they come back to the fight, but we're across town now, and we're just chilling. Like, what's going on? Even if
I'm
you
just
cut
saying-
those episodes, it doesn't
I'm
line
just
up.
saying, Aizen tapped that Orihime ass while he had her on quarantine. There's no way
She
he
did
didn't.
not reject.
Woo! Armin was like, wait, but we shouldn't be doing this.
Chad,
But I do not
Chad was out here
reject.
putting that fist down.
Bruh.
He like, hold
Shut up,
my
I'm not
arm.
listening to your bullshit. Not listening to your bullshit. I'm just skipping over that. So they're gonna finish Bleach, the anime series, this coming year, next year, whatever it is. They've been talked that it's finally gonna be
Ichigo curse.
finished. I'm super excited about that. Animes that have made me cry.
I know that
I really gotta think about that one.
not Air Gear.
No, never cried on Air Gear. I never watched it, to be honest.
Air Gear hurt my feelings, but it didn't make me cry. Air Gear is one of the ones that made me fucking angry. Like, you're in the middle of the biggest jump of the story, and then stop. It's over. We're not coming back. We're not going to finish. He didn't even get to land. We don't even know if he landed properly. We're just done. Fuck you.
Let me see. I think no, it wasn't that one.
And
Wasn't
he had
that
a
one.
cool ass intro. Like
Air Gear?
Chain, you remember Chain?
I barely. I think I've only watched like a few episodes. No, we are not doing this.
No,
All right,
go
can,
ahead.
Can
you
we
think,
show?
and I'm gonna
Okay.
play the song for Chain.
I know I cried like a bitch during like the opening. What was it, Konosuba something or whatever? But she had telepathic powers where she could read people's minds, but she gained these powers as a child and didn't realize that it was wrong to use it in certain circumstances. So the very first like 5 to 10 minutes of this anime, in the first episode, mind you, this girl is using her powers all willy-nilly, but she doesn't realize that she's fucking up people's lives, including her parents. So, like, she'd be like, Daddy, why did you just think of that about, why did you think Mom actually was fat in that dress or some shit like that? And the mom be like, wait, what the fuck? What did she just say? Or better yet, oh, Daddy, you're going out for a meeting with your secretary again this afternoon? You're not coming home early? And the wife be like, oh, okay, bitch, that's how we doing this shit. So, like, ruin, like, the family's marriage and whatnot because she was telling all their secrets. And then they were trying to keep it under wraps and blah, blah, blah. So whatever it was, like, even the mom, to the point, I think pretty much gave up her daughter, like, just disappeared out of her daughter's life and whatnot. And when I tell you, it was a dark opening. I'm there in my bed just boo-hooing like, damn, little girl, your life is fucked up and you ain't even did shit yet. And then she starts high school and meets the love of her life. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on. What happened to the last 10 minutes of the episode? Like, totally changed the entire rhythm of the entire series, and we never go back to that. The rest of it is happy-go-lucky. And I'm sitting there with my tissue box like, wait, what the hell? Hold on. I need to catch up. Yeah. So,
I know folks that cried on Death Note.
I ain't crying Death Note for what?
I don't know, but they did. They were like, "Oh my god, L."
I
Like,
shit me.
like,
That
what?
nigga knew it was coming.
Yeah,
He knew it was coming.
If anybody in the show knew it was coming,
Right. He might not have had his own
I
countdown.
need candy. I'm gonna die.
Right. I promise you, my boyfriend will not get over the potato chip scene, man.
Do you know the show he's talking about?
And then right off the top of my head, Kyokai no Kanata made me cry. I can't think of that one. Kyokai no Kanata. Nope. I just may not know the Japanese name. I remember that bullshit.
I don't know which one you're
He
referring
might
to.
be referring to the same series I'm talking about. All right.
You gotta tell us what it is you remember, guy, because we don't know.
don't remember.
No,
but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
there's
This
been.
is the show he's talking about. Do you recognize it?
I do not. All right. I know that I've cried over series. I just promise you I can't tell you what the names of them are off the top of my head. But I've been boo-hooing in my bedroom And I know my mom has probably walked into my room and be like, "What the hell, Chantel? Why are you crying? What's going on?" My character died. What? What are
He
you?
said her boyfriend was an open pervert.
Yes, yes, that was it. That was absolutely it. And that's what made her life so much better is the guy that she ended up falling in love with, he was a completely open pervert. So, like, immediately he'd just be thinking about, like, dirty shit in the middle of the day. And mind you, she's a telepath, so she's reading his mind unconsciously. And she'd be like, "Stop, what the hell?" Yeah, it really did, because it, you know, he didn't give a fuck that she, you know, was reading his mind. He was like, "Hey, man, go ahead, read it. This is what I'm thinking. Hey, what's up, what's up?"
Wow.
All right. And I don't...
Beyond the Boundary.
See?
I can't really say. I know there was another show that, like, got a little moist, little onion chopping.
Onion.
A little onion chopping.
I'm just cutting
I just
onions.
can't think of it.
I can't think of them off the top of my head. I would really have to sit down and go. I'd cry at June Wolf Rain at the end of that. I'm sorry.
That show sucks so much ass.
Because I think when I finally got a chance to sit down and watch these series...
I would cry if you made me watch it. Like, no, I don't want to watch it.
When I finally got a chance to sit down and watch these series, it was like you were watching these characters that you were fully invested in die one after another. That's how you always know a series is coming to an end, when they start killing off the main characters. When I tell you, that shit hurt my feelings, because that was the first series I think that I ever watched that they started doing that. Just start killing motherfuckers off. And you're just
It's
like
saying you cry on Dead Man Wonderland. Like, who would cry?
Oh, nobody's crying over that shit. Like,
Yeah.
them niggas were planning to die because you're in a death game. Bye. Alright? like even King's Game. Have you seen that one? Yeah. That one was fucked up.
You better do it. You better do it. You gonna do it? Alright.
Right. Because you gonna die. But to be completely honest, if you were in the King's Game, how would you survive, or would you just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna take my life and call this shit a day?
I don't remember what the final part was.
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, the whole damn game was fucked up. I might as well have just taken my life and call that shit a day.
There was another show, like a different variation, a few years prior, where, like, you start off with this main lady, and she's like, "Oh, people doubt on me forever in my life, but I'm a real badass." So she has to walk into the building, and there's like 12 other people or so, and like, it's a trap to get on the elevator. If you get on the elevator, you're automatically gonna die. And then when you get upstairs where the meeting is, like, the guy's going to introduce the game, and then it's supposed to start. The bitches start getting killed right away. And then there's these twins. The guy who damn near wins the bitch, and could have won it, is this crazy guy, but he's dressed like a bunny rabbit with, like, these suspenders and almost nothing else on.
Oh, you're thinking of the Zodiac Wars.
I think that, yeah, because everybody was a different animal type. So the rabbit guy, he could have won that shit. He almost did. Like zombie. that show, that was tripped out.
First of all, you get this whole backstory. This is the first episode, so we're not ruining anything. This is Zodiac Wars. But the first episode, you meet the main character. No, you meet all the characters. They're all technically main characters. But the first one apparently represents the boar, right? Which is the blonde-haired girl with the spiral drill pigtails or whatnot.
But I mean, my point was, you think she's going to be your star.
You think so? Bloop. And she dies in the first. So you're like, wait, so she dead? But we just got her whole backstory. What the fuck you mean?
You really dropped me thinking this is gonna be our hero. This is gonna be our chick.
And you see her whole backstory. She done fucked up her little sister because she wanted to be the head of the.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Okay, so I just see Charles mentioned another one, which is called. He mentioned 3 of them. You know, it's funny. I ain't cried for none of them. All right, maybe I'm an asshole. He mentioned Akame Ga Kill. I watched it.
I never watched Magical Madoka.
That show was fucked up.
I know the boom, you killed. Okay, so,
right. No, not even. But Akame Ga Kill, it's an interesting series. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it did not make me cry. I was not shedding a tear for that. I did feel sad.
To reset the camera, or we going to cut it. Which one you want to do?
Maybe we should come back because this is about to be a long ass video.
So just cut and then start another one.
Let's continue, I guess. Restart the camera.
Oh, no, we'll cut and make a part 2. That way it's a separate viewing.
All right, y'all. We'll see you in a minute.
We're going to cut and come back with a part 2.
So that I actually have answers about animes that I've cried about.
Black Fairy Anime Continued will be the next video.
All right.
Come check us out in just a few moments.
Bye-bye.
Clearly, we are really podcast style going in on anime.
Clearly so.
All right. And...